a spring we've found. Orla likes it. We are standing here just behind us. You can't see it, but there is a sign with an arrow that says viewpoint. And when you get here and take a look, this is one of the most commented spots. We've got Hook, which is the app we're using with maps and such for the trail. And it used to be a viewpoint, but as you can see, the trees have grown up. So it is now called No View. And people have lots of great things to say, and I can confirm, and you can as well, this is indeed no view.
Nope, no view.
Yep.
Would come again.
Yes, yeah. This is just another example of a beautiful Maine trail. Video just doesn't do it justice, plus there's a tree in the way. Anywhere else, this would not qualify as a trail. It's like lake upon lake. It is Sunday morning. We have been hiking for a week. We are at
Cooper Brook Lean-To.
Today is food drop day, so this is sort of like our end of our first week of backpacking. This is like the end of our first backpacking trip, and now we start our second. It's just 1 week of backpacking after another.
Like a very long backpacking trip.
Yeah, a very long backpacking trip. But we've backpacked for a week before, so we just keep doing it one after another. It's been pretty buggy the last day and a half, so we haven't done much in the way of like recording. And then when we get into camp, we're very tired, so we pretty much make food and crawl in our tent. Last night we were in the tent by 6:30. It was pretty amazing. We then did like some route planning and got up one more time and went to the bathroom before we went to sleep. But it's pretty fantastic. Do lots of early bedtimes, which I'm a big fan of.
We have lots of early mornings, which I'm less a fan of. But they help us get into camp before dark, so it's a plus.
Yeah. We definitely have noticed we're like gaining stamina and getting faster and setting up our tent and getting packed up to get out of camp and all those good things. We're very excited for our like permanent tent. This one was just a holdover because we ordered the order time went up really quickly all of a sudden on our Z-Packs, and so we got this REI Flash 2, and it's very crunched with 2 people and a dog. We're very excited to have more space. Definitely until we get out of the 100-mile wilderness, but we think maybe one more week beyond that, we'll see. But either way, it'll be wonderful. We have kind of figured out how to fit all three of us in here and get a decent night's sleep though, so that's good. But yeah, hopefully the bugs will improve a little. We're headed into some higher elevations, some more difficult climbs, so we should have some more views to show off and maybe less bugs.
Much more difficult climbs. It's the 35 miles that'll kick your butt in the 100-mile wilderness. Yeah.
But it'll be great. We did Katahdin, and you figured out what the easy part of Katahdin was twice as difficult as...
Like 50% more steep or something.
Okay, yeah.
It was like 1,000 feet per mile rise, and this is like 600 feet per mile.
So, it'll be a challenge because it'll be day after day after day instead of just one day of it. But we know we can do it. All right. Until next time.
Ta-ta. Ciao.
This is the viewpoint on the hike up to White Cap. Everybody, we are on the trail up to White Cap Mountain, which is probably our hardest single ascent since Katahdin. We took a Nero yesterday. We just hiked 4 miles, like halfway up the mountain.
Nero means nearly zero.
Yes, yeah, thank you. And it was like 90 degrees and it was just way too hot for Orla, so we just decided it's not worth going up the hardest climb on a 90-degree day.
And the next campsite was another 5 miles, another couple thousand feet of elevation change. Up White Cap, down, up another mountain, down, up another mountain, down, and then you get to the campsite.
Yeah.
There's no water in between. So we didn't think that was a good idea at all for our black dog.
Yeah. So the plan was to get up at like 4 this morning, be hiking by 5.
4:45, I thought.
Okay, so 4:45. We'd originally thought 4 and then pushed it back to 4:45 and I don't know, like 9:30. A group of people rolled into camp last night, woke us up.
6 of them.
Like, just talking really loud. We heard all about how they were doing edibles on the way down the mountain, and they, like, literally put their tents up, like, in the trail to get, like, anywhere from where our tent was. So we had to, like, walk around them all morning, which I didn't really feel guilty about, because they kept us up half the night. So we didn't...
And then, they were just chatting so loudly in their tents that were maybe 4 feet from ours.
Maybe.
And in a trail. Like...
Yeah.
All of the campground had to walk around their 2 inconsiderately placed tents because they rolled into camp so late and didn't look for an actual spot to put their tents.
It was like our first, at least for me, it was my first, like, why the heck are we doing this? Like, if this is what we're gonna deal with every night, like, I'm out. Like, I don't want this. Yeah. And I understand that 9:30 is not late, but...
well, the sun was down and everyone in camp was already... Yeah,
it was really annoying.
Yeah, they were hands down the most inconsiderate hikers we've encountered so far.
Yeah, and then we, like, left and there was a guy peeing, like...
3 feet from the side of the shelter?
Like, right along the trail.
Yeah.
I totally didn't notice, but Daniel was displeased with the rudeness.
Well, and the shelter's, like, 25 feet from the stream that everyone uses for water and bathing. Like, just... The Privy's not that far. They were bragging about how they hiked 24, 26 miles the day prior. You can walk 100 feet to go to the bathroom in the Privy, which is an adequate distance away from the water supply. Or, I'd settle for not even, like, right on the trail, right out of the shelter.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is asking too much. Yeah.
But otherwise...
It's been a lovely hike up the mountain so far.
Yeah, the flies were awful in the last campsite. The water was super mediocre in the site before. There was a group of 4 girls, I don't recall, who liked day hiking, so they thought they'd try the 100-mile wilderness, and so they were swimming or bathing or whatever in the water, and all of a sudden the whole camp just hears this scream and leeches, which cracked me up. I didn't know that leeches were such an uncommon thing. We had them all the time in the lake growing up. So
I swam in a pool growing up.
yeah, so
Oh, well, in Lake Michigan, which I've never found leeches
they
in
don't
before.
typically have leeches. It's too big and dead. So that was amusing to me. But yeah, we're still having fun. It's a beautiful, beautiful day to be climbing a mountain. It's gonna be hot again, but it is sunny and wonderful. So we're gonna get moving.
Bye.
Bye.
Ta-ta for now.
This is not quite the summit of White Cat Mountain, but it is gorgeous. I wanted to show off. Really great view over there. The rock slide on the way up to Chairback. This is not hiking, this is climbing. What do you think, girl? Yeah. It's beautiful up here though. This is our first real ford of a river. The 100-mile wilderness is supposed to be just full of river crossings. And it's been so dry, they've all just been rock hops. We probably could have tried to rock hop this one, but meh. So now we're just getting some water.
Getting water.
Literally on 4th Mountain. It's only our 3rd mountain of the day though. It's a little misleading. We're on top of Barren Mountain, checking out the views. Come on, girlie! Oh, good girl! You know it's slippery. You're doing very well, though. Come on, girl. All the way over. Oh, good girl. Whoop. Come on, love. Good job. Good girl. Was that fun? So Daniel didn't want to take his pack off to attach his shoes to it, which is silly because he had to take his pack off to get his chacos. So I don't understand why. So he's holding them under his arm while crossing. Do you have your shoes hooked into a strap or something?
No, they're under my elbow.
It looks like you're about to lose the bottom one.
Feels like I'm about to lose the bottom one. So I was gonna carry them in my hand.
Well, feel free, but I think attaching them to your pack was the winner. this husband of mine. He's gonna be one of those people who drowns in 2 feet of water.
Alright. Ready for the second half of the sporting?
Oh, you believe it.
Got enough battery in the GoPro for this luxurious stream crossing. These aren't my polarizing sunglasses.
They'll make you look cool, though.
Not one of the Blues Brothers.
We believe this is probably Big Wilson Cliffs. Most importantly, 7 miles from a shower. So we come around this corner to this absolutely gorgeous area, and I asked Daniel if he knows what it's called, and he says a waterfall.
It's not on our map as a landmark.
Huh. Well, it's pretty.
Yeah. It's a pretty waterfall.
Yeah. Just all the rocks. Super cool. We have made it to Shaw's in Munson through the 100-mile wilderness. It took us 14 days. I guess there's somebody who just left yesterday who was in there for 20 days. But so we have not had a real shower since the night of the 19th. Today is the 3rd. Today is the 3rd. It's a Saturday night, so exactly 2 weeks. And so my hair, maybe you can't see this so well. No, it's just sort of maintaining its own shape. It's like I've got a boatload of hairspray in it. I lean back